Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about sentence fragments. So this is something that's really important that you identify in your writing because you really definitely don't want sentence fragments in your writing. And yeah, it's just something that's important. So let's first talk about what is a sentence fragment. So a sentence fragment is a group of words. Well, obviously it's not really a real sentence. So it's like it might look like a sentence, sort of, but it doesn't express a complete thought. One way to check if something's a sentence fragment or not is to see if it has a subject and a verb. So, is there a subject of the sentence? Is there a person? So, like, who's involved in the sentence and what are they doing? Or who or what is involved and what is that thing or person doing? So, that's that's like what a sentence fragment is. So basically a sentence that's not expressing a complete thought. So we're going to go through some examples, and I think that's going to help clear up what it is a lot. So yeah, let's start off here. So we're going to say which is a sentence fragment. So I'm going to read both sentences, and then we'll talk about what each of them. Yeah. So okay. So I'm going to start off. So wouldn't be able to produce red blood cells without a skeleton. So that's sentence one. Then sentence two, we have at the auction, I bid on an antique dresser. Sorry, I don't know if something just popped up on your screen. Okay. So those are two different sentences or two different groups of words because one of them is a fragment. And let's look at both sentences and see, something, is there a subject and a verb? Um, and are they both expressing a complete thought? So let's start with the first one. So, wouldn't be able to produce red blood cells without a skeleton. So, um, really sorry about this. So wouldn't be able to produce red blood cells without a skeleton. The issue with this sentence is it doesn't really. There's no subject here. So, maybe a person wouldn't be able to produce red blood cells without a skeleton. That would be a complete sentence. But because this just starts off with wouldn't be able to produce red blood cells without a skeleton, that doesn't really tell me anything about, well, who does this involve? What does this involve? So I hope that you can see sort of why that's a sentence fragment. Then on the other hand, we'll go to the second sentence. So this one is a sentence. So I'm just going to click that one because that one is the fragment. This is a complete sentence. And so you can see that it's talking about me. I bid on an antique dresser. So you're bidding on something. So that gives a subject and a verb. Okay. So let's take a look at the next example. So all living things on earth contain the element carbon. So that's sentence one. The second sentence is gestured for me to join him at his table. So you can see again, hopefully that one was sort of clear to you after the last example. I hope you can tell which one doesn't have a subject. Um, So I'm just gonna hopefully take a second to think about that. And then it is going to be the second sentence is going to be a fragment because, well, who gestured for you to join him at his table? I have no idea. That's not really a complete thought. And then on the other hand, this one, we have the subject here would be all living things. And what are they doing? They're containing the element carbon. So that's going to be the fragment. Okay, so the next one, okay, so now we're asking which is a complete sentence. So let's see. So Kenneth texted me the page numbers for the homework assignment. That's the first sentence. The second one, my older brother's contact lens case and eye solution. So this is one that might be, I think that this is a little bit of a tougher example. Um, so we have to look for the subject and verb. So for the first sentence, the subject is going to be Kenneth. Kenneth is the one who is texting me. So this is a complete sentence. Kenneth texted me. Great. That expresses a complete thought. Here, my older brother's contact lens case and eye solution. So my older brother's contact lenses case and eye solution, but what are they? What does that have to do? It doesn't really express what's happening with those. It just stating that. So hopefully you can see why that is a sentence fragment. There's no verb here. Nothing is happening. It's just a statement that doesn't express a complete thought. Okay, next one, which is a sentence fragment. Okay, so nighttime leg cramps frequently occur in calf muscles. All right. And then prefers a flat finish over a glossy one when printing black and white images. So here again, one of them is missing a subject. So maybe you can take a second and see which one you think that is. And all right, so it's going to be the second one. This is a sentence fragment because, well, who is that who prefers a flat finish over over a glossy one? All right, so hopefully it makes sense that this one is going to be the sentence fragment because um it or oh, I'm sorry. I totally just messed that up. Sorry. I just had to pause and come back. Um sorry. So this one is clearly going to be the sentence fragment because it well, it doesn't who prefers that? I don't know. So that's clearly going to be the sentence fragment. Okay. So next, which is the sentence fragment. So Jenna determined the diameter of the circle and would probably prefer to see the new documentary about figure skating. So this is again, I think that this one is pretty clear again with there's one that doesn't make sense here and doesn't express a complete thought. So this first one, we have Jenna and she's determining something. So that's a subject and a verb. Here we have someone would probably prefer to see the new documentary. So that again does not have a subject, so it's not a complete thought. Oh, sorry, of course I didn't click the right. Okay, and then let's try just one more example, and then I think hopefully you guys are getting the hang of this. So, which is a complete sentence. So, after the trial, new evidence emerged about the case. Okay, and then never spoke of Roseanne's secret to anyone except for her. So, one of them again does not have a subject. Hopefully, it's getting a little bit easier for you to pick this out. So, the subject here is going to be new evidence. New evidence is what is emerging. So this one is going to be a complete sentence. So I'm going to just check that one. But then this is not a complete sentence because who never spoke? I'm not sure who never spoke of Roseanne's secret. So that's going to be a sentence fragment. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys and have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.